Yo, solo 6K.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror media. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the second season of Crypt TV's Look-See, subtitled The Second Hand. Look-See is my favorite monster series on Crypt TV, and I covered his first season in a mini Kill Count earlier this year. You can click up there and see that. It starts in about 2 minutes into the video. For the second season,
This mode is just at 38. Oh my god, bro. They done it on purpose. I was just at 48, now I'm at 37.
Sound design and masterful jump scares. So here's your warning that I'm going to include some of them throughout this video. Season 2 of our favorite fantasy monster is a prequel of sorts, set in an old-timey era that gives us a little peek into Look-See's past. It features crooked bankers, reluctant robbers, and for some reason, this Gordon Hayward-looking jackass running around in the woods. It also features a bunch of fun kills, so let's get to that. Season 2 begins in Depression-era New York, where an angry crowd is hollering up at the apartment of, oh, damn, that lady just got whacked in the face with a fire poker. Looks like we're starting this season off on a pretty good, where an angry crowd is hollering up at the apartment of, oh, damn, that lady just got... Season 2 begins in Depression-era New York, where an angry crowd is hollering up at the apartment of, oh, damn, that lady just got whacked in the face with a fire poker. Looks like we're starting this season off on a pretty dark note, with Barbara Capshaw and her 2 kids joining the kill count immediately. And the poor kids never even learned how to properly make a bed before they died. Pillowcases go over pillows, not your own heads, you silly billies. As in most cases where a family's patriarch kills his wife and kids, this dude Robert ends up offing himself as well, with a self-inflicted throat slit, and his blood splatters onto a picture that tells us who he is. One of 2 twins, the Capshaw bros, who opened a bank at exactly the wrong time in history. I wonder what the other, less murder-suicided brother is up to. We meet up with him as he's hiking through the woods with his family. They've still got shadows of finery on their backs, but they've left everything else behind on their run from angry rabble-rousers, even though pretty soon they're about to be on the run from something else. Yeah, better go on and get, little girl. They find themselves at a Hooverville version of Bay-Stop Rat, and before you can say hereditary, it's nighttime at their home. Good thing there's nothing creepy about this place, right? You know, except for shit like that. Father James Capshaw steps outside and sees his barn door closed. Good thing. It's always inside the barn. Inside the barn is a lot more of those notices hanging up, as well as a ticking clock. Quick, Price is Right, Capshaw. How much do you think that watch is worth? Final answer? $1. Oh, Look-See don't like people who play it safe like that. So Capshaw finds a note on the back of that dollar. If you yourself cannot release, then it'll come to take a piece. He gets knocked to the ground and then dragged across the barn floor, watch in hand, until he looks up to see that fancy monster man. Oh, wait, no, it's just some dirty boy and a pair of his pals peering down. The bandits cover Capshaw's mouth and get to robbing him, starting with that wicked timepiece. But lead bandit Raymond takes things a little too far and takes out a switchblade so he can stab James in the side with it. Not just once, but a whole bunch of times. Jesus, dude, what's the matter with you? Watch too many horror movies or something?
Giovanni Flip. Supernaturally good.
Raymond's associates are equally disturbed by his outburst, and one of them, William, trips over a lantern while backing up. That earns him an inhalation with a pitchfork, as seen in a series of great shots that reveal the extent of his injuries to the other 2 bandits. Man, that is forked up. Even more forked up, there are motherfucking Look-See standing right there. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the part where you 2 get the fuck out of there. Don't trip on your way out, dicks. They hightail it out into the night, and during their way through the trees, Thomas stops to briefly check the time. Bandit or not, it's important to keep a schedule. The Little does he know that watch belongs to our favorite fancy man. Yeah, he gon' get it. Episode 2 begins with a nightmare of William looking at the camera. Thomas wakes up from it, thankfully not having peed himself since he's sharing a tent with a real peaceful-looking sleepy boy there, and instead he goes outside to relieve his bladder against the tree. While he does, Looksee appears and then disappears behind him. Too slow, Tommy boy. And then all of a sudden, there's a note on the tree. I guess Looksee advertises the same way clubs at universities do. Just stick a flyer in front of a urinal. It'll definitely get looked at. When Thomas goes back to the tent, he finds it empty. But don't worry if you're a snuggler, little buddy. There's someone outside who can wrap his long, creepy arms around you and hold you tight. But then the silhouette just kind of disappears. So maybe Tommy's stuck sleeping alone tonight. Nah, just playing. You're so fucking dead, Thomas. He takes off running, but stops like an idiot to watch Looksee play peekaboo with his tent. And when the monster reappears close at hand behind a tree, Thomas is out of there. Harut stops him and gives him a serious leg injury, but that's nothing compared to the head grab that just happened. Whoa, where'd he even go? We see where he went after Raymond gets back from an ancillary robbery and finds Thomas's shoe on the ground. Ray looks up and gives a Perry White special to the face. Man, that looks messy. I bet it would take like 3 long showers just to clean it all off. But that's just a guess, you know? We finally see Thomas's body after it falls in front of Raymond, and holy shit, that boy was literally broken in half. And we ain't talking your usual bifurcation. This dude got split in 2 hot dog style. Very awesome, and as Raymond can attest to, very bloody. Raymond starts looking around and senses the Looksee behind him, so he takes out his knife to get all stabby again. But looks like that shit ain't gonna fly with the big LS, so Raymond drops his knife and runs off into the woods. We get a real cool escape sequence that, fun fact, was shot just an hour before sunrise. It was one of the last things filmed for the season. Just when Raymond thinks he's free, he gets a fingerless red glove wrapped around his throat, and Looksee lifts him up off the ground for an excellent isometric exercise. Looksee, you so swole, dude. But a deeper look into Raymond's soul, murder and all, leaves Looksee a little less smiley than usual, and he drops Raymond to the ground. Guess this guy didn't have anything to release, so he takes all his pieces and walks off into the woods, the Looksee disappearing into thin air empty-handed. The episode ends with the pocket watch getting grabbed again. In episode 3, we're back to the rest of James Capshaw's family. His wife Mary isn't coping well with her new surroundings and is reluctant to shed her rock and roll lifestyle. On a table, she finds a classic creepy little kid drawing, but boy, that thing could use a... Looksee's here to hang upside down and wreck this lady's lifestyle, and he's all sick of hanging upside down. It's not that easy, you know? Mary tries to run away, but is stopped in her tracks and hoisted by her own pearl necklace. It lifts her into the air and threatens to choke the life out of her until finally it breaks and she's free. Good thing that's over with. Oh shit, back into the bedroom. There she finds a dead little boy on the bed. It's a vision of her youngest son Theodore, who died before the story took place, and not in a flashback, so he doesn't go on the count. Learn the rules here. She's sad to see him like this, but at least he comes bearing gifts, namely that pearl necklace she can't seem to let go of. And you know what the consequences for that is. In this case, a kid spurting blood out his mouth and the Looksee popping down from the ceiling. Sorry, Mary, but it's time for a piece to get taken. Mary's daughter Leah is the one who finds her dead with a hole through her torso. Her body slumps over and lands next to that drawing, as Mary lands the next spot on the kill count. Leah takes a bit of her mom's blood and uses it to make an addition to her drawing, one that doesn't bode well for older brother David, especially since Leah's not exactly hanging out with the right crowd nowadays. Ooh, creepy camera spy. Speaking of brother David, he was out doing God knows what with a lantern, but heard Mary scream, so he's probably relieved when he returns to find her standing in the window. Yep, nothing looks wrong here. Everything's normal. Inside the barn, he finds a stuffed teddy, and that teddy's got a little pouch